Ahoy, scallywags! Welcome to the world of Rogue Seas. In this game, you step into the shoes of the most notorious pirate captains who have ever sailed the seven seas. Your goal in this game is to be the first pirate captain to uncover 5 missing pieces of the treasure map, upgrade your ship to 16 health, and safely navigate through the Infinity Storm to uncover the lost fortune of the San Miguel. You're going to have to visit islands to uncover buried treasure, fight merchants, monsters, or even other pirate captains. Let's set up the game. The usual setup for a Rogue Seas game looks like this. Set out the board and place a merchant ship on each tile marked 1. Place the notoriety, gold, and 4 monster tiles anywhere on the table. Shuffle all 4 decks of cards and place each face down in their own pile. Lay 6 crew cards face up to form the market on the side of the board. Each player grabs a ship, player markers, a treasure map, and a ship chart. Set your ship chart to 3 weapons, 3 navigation, and 10 health. Place a player marker on the 6 cargo space. These are always your starting values. That's it, we're ready to figure out who goes first. So each player is going to roll the 6-sided dice, and whoever gets the highest number on that has their first pick of captain. In clockwise order, choose one of 8 captains. The last person to choose their captain gets the first pick of port that they'll start on during the game. Then every other player in counterclockwise fashion will choose their starting port. No 2 players can start on the same port. The player who chose their captain first then grabs the merchant chart and is responsible for making sure to track where the merchants are as they move across the map. Place a player marker on the ship chart to help track it. Lastly, collect your captain's bonuses if applicable. Each turn has 2 steps, movement and action. Let's talk about movement. To begin your turn, you're going to roll your navigation dice. At the start of the game, every player is going to start with the 3-sided dice. Then, you add any bonuses, either from captain or crew cards, onto your dice roll. If you happen to pass through a hazard or the Infinity Storm, make sure to take the appropriate amount of damage. You may freely pass through all hexes, including ports and islands, except for monster hexes. Once you land in your desired hex, take your action. When you land on an island, you gain a treasure card. Immediately pull the gold and notoriety denoted by the card. Place one of your player markers on that hex to keep track of which islands you have visited. Once you've visited all 5 islands, you gain 2 treasure maps. As you can see, there are 2 types of currency in this game, gold and notoriety. Gold is used to upgrade your ship. You can upgrade the dice that you roll either for movement or attack, or you can upgrade your maximum health. All of this is tracked on your ship chart. Notoriety is used to purchase crew cards. Let's see how this plays out when we upgrade in port. When you land in port, you follow the same 3 steps. Upgrade your pirate ship, purchase crew cards, and repair your ship. To upgrade your pirate ship, pay the corresponding amount of gold. To purchase crew cards, pay the corresponding amount of notoriety and gain the crew card from the market. You may purchase multiple crew cards at once, but the market does not replenish until the end of your turn. You can also exchange crew cards of the same color, paying the difference between the 2. If you don't like any of the crew cards that you see, you can clear the lineup by paying 2 notoriety. However, if you've already purchased a crew card, you may not use this ability. Once you've completed both of these steps, you end your turn by repairing your ship back to your maximum health, which should be tracked by a player marker. Before we continue, let's talk a little bit more about crew cards. Crew cards provide huge benefits as you progress through the game. There are 5 types of crew cards, and you can only have one in each type of category in your crew. Attack cards help in battle against monsters, merchants, and other players. Navigation cards help with movement and escaping. Health cards improve or maintain health. Cargo cards help you carry gold, collect gold, or reduce the cost of using gold. And wild cards grant unique abilities or provide combinations of other types of abilities. For more information about crew card abilities, please see the card icon page in the rulebook. Alright, let's talk about one of my favorite parts of Rogue Seas, attacking. Whenever you land in the same hex as a merchant, monster, or another player, you may attack them. As the attacker, you always roll first in an attack. Trade rolls back and forth, including any bonuses from captain or crew cards, taking damage until somebody is dead. Make sure to use this dial to keep track of the monster or merchant's health. Anyone can roll for the monster or merchant, and they always roll the 6 die. When you kill a merchant, remove the merchant ship, draw a loot card, and collect your reward. Once you kill 4 merchants, discard your 4 loot cards for a treasure map. When you kill a monster, collect the monster tile as a trophy and the rewards listed on it. Monsters can only be killed once. If you are able to defeat another player, you may steal their gold, one of their treasure maps, and you may gain 4 notoriety from the draw pile. The defeated pirate captain decreases their health back to 10. However, they do include any health bonuses from crew cards or captain abilities. When a player dies, they remove their ship from the board and they respawn on any port they wish next turn. But what if you don't want to fight? I'm glad you asked. Before engaging in combat, players are given the chance to parlay. The attacker may demand any resource from the defender. We're talking gold, notoriety, a crew card, or even a treasure map. If they both agree, they exchange their resources and end the turn. If they don't agree, don't worry. The defender has a chance to roll their escape dice. If a player wants to try and escape, they pay 2 notoriety for being a coward, and then they roll their movement dice to try and escape. The attacker also rolls their movement die, and whoever rolls the highest wins the escape. Make sure to add on any escape bonuses from captain or crew cards. The attacker always wins ties. If the attacker wins, combat ensues. If the defender wins, the attacking player's turn is over, and it's the next player's turn. If 2 players fight in a battle or parlay, they engage in a truce. For the next 3 rounds, neither player can attack one another. Track this on the merchant chart with the peace tokens with the corresponding colors. Once every player has taken their turn, the round is over. Immediately move all merchant ships to the next marked space. If it is the end of a year, merchants are moved back to the 1 space and are replenished to the full fleet. Every year, merchants' health grow by 1. Lastly, draw an event card that adds a new game condition that affects the next 3 rounds. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget, the goal of the game is to find 5 treasure maps and be the first to navigate to Treasure Island. Here's a quick rundown of how to get those treasure maps. Visit all 5 islands for 2 treasure maps. Defeat 4 merchants for 1 treasure map. Kill a monster for 1 treasure map. Or defeat a player for 1 treasure map. Remember, the Infinity Storm does 15 damage, so you're going to have to upgrade to 16 health to win the game. For any other questions, or to look at the solo rules, make sure to check out the rulebook. Good luck, scallywags! Time to see who's the fiercest pirate as you brave rogue seas. But what if you don't want to fight? I'm glad you asked. But what if you don't want to fight? I'm glad you asked. But what if you don't want to fight? I'm glad you asked. But what if you don't want to fight? I'm glad you asked.